Ayong maadlaw, ma'am, sir. Kamusta man? Being a teacher is carrying with us a burning torch and sharing the light of this torch to the people whose lives we touch, and those are our students. And this task is not easy. In fact, this is so difficult. Every day we have to live by example. Every move that we make should be calculated, and every word we say is recorded. As teachers, we must not stop at anything, be it trying to improve our students or making good relationships with our colleagues. And on top of that, we must not stop learning because through it, we become better at our craft and we can produce excellence from our students. Since excellence is our goal, LaSalle University, in cooperation with the Educational Digital Media Services team and the Institute of Development Education and Learning, organized this 2-day Festival of Learning for Teachers, an avenue to support and assist educators in the quest to enrich student learning experiences through emerging technologies and innovative models of classroom instruction in an online environment. Ma'ams, sirs, miss, profs, teachers, mentors, facilitators of learning. I am Miss Christine Honey Abbing, your host, and I warmly welcome you all to TechZONEd Con 2022, Festival of Learning. Reminding you of day one login that is still open. It is accessible in the link crawling at the bottom of your screen right now, or you can also find it in the in-call messages in our Google Meet. Make sure to access the link before it expires at 9:20 a.m. Also, allow me to remind you of our TechZone Con 2022 schedule. Daily activities are posted for your reference. As you can see on your screen, we have on the left side, day one of TechZone Con 2022, and on the right side, we have day two. We are looking forward for your active participation in this training. So let's go ahead and start learning. To formally begin, please rise and let us ask our Almighty Father for wisdom and motivation as we take part in this training. And please remain standing for the singing of the national anthem. Let us put ourselves in the most holy presence of God. In the name of the Father, the Son, the Holy Spirit. Amen.
Let me be the change I want to see, to do with strength and wisdom all that needs to be done, and become the whole that I can be. Set me free from my fears and hesitation. Let encourage and fill me with spirit to face the challenge. Start the change I long to see. Today I start the change I want to see. Even if I'm not the light, I can be the spark in faith, service, and communion. Let us start the change we want to see, the change that begins in me. Today I start the change I want to see. Even if I'm not the light, I can be the spark. Faith, service, and communion. Let us start the change we want to see, the change that begins in me. Jesus in us, Jesus in us. ang magiliw, kaya sa silangan, alalang ng puso, sa dibdib mo ay buhay. Lumang hinirang, duyan ka ng magiliw, sa manlulupi, di ka masisi. Sa lahat ng mundong sisimulan at sa langit mamahal, may nilagang tulad, awit sa kanlayang minamahal. Ang kislap ng watawat mo'y tagumpay na nagniningin, ang bituin at araw niya kailan pa may di magdidilim. Lupa ng araw, dalawa, ating pagsinta, buhay langit sa piling mo. Aming ligaya lamang may mga api, ang mamatay ng dahil sa'yo.
Login is still accessible in the link crawling at the bottom of your screen right now or sent in our chat. Make sure to access the link before it expires at 9:20 a.m. Reminding you that the attendance will be checked thrice a day. One in the login, which is about to close at 9:20 a.m. So please access them now. And second will be in the midday attendance, which will be announced before the AM session ends, and log out every after the last part of the daily schedule. Now to introduce to us to our guest keynote speaker, let us welcome the ever passionate and enthusiastic program officer of our university's Institute for Development, Education and Learning, Mr. Jezreel Faith C. Montes. Sir Jez?
Thank you, Ms. Christine. If service would have been likened to that hit Filipino reality TV show Pinoy Big Brother, our speaker would surely win as the ultimate big winner. Kidding aside, she's a big winner for all reasons. Her unparalleled service for the university is helmed with years of excellent administration and supervision. As the former Vice Dean of the College of Education, she pioneered in the pursuit of groundbreaking top-notch board passwords. Also, in her years as the Human Resource Director, she established systematic and organized university policies and regulations. More so, her relentless dedication to molding the future of the students became an imprint that led her to her appointment as the Vice Chancellor for Academics and Research, which yielded more board exam top-notchers, scholastic accolades for the university, and improved quality Lasallian education. With those distinctions, she became the University Chancellor this academic year. Despite the challenges brought by the pandemic, she resonates with an educator's characteristic of being resolute, committed, and adaptable. Fellow Lasallians, I am proud to introduce to you our keynote speaker this morning, Dr. Wenny M. Caceres. Ma'am?
Thank you, Sir Jez. Our University President, Brother Jose Mari Jimenez, FSC, fellow administrators, faculty and staff, good morning. Today is exactly 1 year, 11 months, and 8 days since the suspension of in-person classes on March 15, 2020. Looking back, when we abruptly shifted to online learning due to the pandemic, everyone grappled because we were not prepared. The transition was indeed a mess. After nearly 2 years of adjusting to the new normal, improvements in different aspects have been noted and felt. Our use of several digital tools, including Canvas, our learning management system, and our willingness to learn how to use them has resulted in the smooth delivery of online teaching. In the interview with the selected teachers, they shared their successes in online learning. According to them, They become more flexible in terms of teaching methods and procedures. They are able to adjust and transition to a new learning modality. They become more exposed to applications, making their delivery more organized. They become more self-reliant and have developed a sense of ownership to the solutions they have contributed to making things better. They become more responsive in making use of the materials and tools appropriate to the learning needs of the students. They become appreciative of students' efforts. They become more organized and adaptive. They have shown their love for themselves amidst the mental health challenges they experienced. They have high regard for self-care now as they give time for themselves. They also express that their intervention strategies and programs are now executed and documented. Their compassion and care for student successes are now intensified. Their communication channels have improved. Their problem solving and communication skills were enhanced. And their interaction with their parents increased in online learning through parent-teacher conferences. Based on their sharing, it was found out that teachers did not only learn the technical and pedagogical skills, but more importantly, they developed positive attitudes such as flexibility, adaptability, compassion, self-reliance, responsiveness, appreciation, organization, collaboration or teamwork, interaction, and self-love. The teachers also expressed that they had adjusted to the system and were now more confident in managing online learning. Because of this, I would want to express my sincere appreciation to all our teachers for accepting the challenge and for putting in such extraordinary effort every day to mentor and inspire our students. Thank you for your unwavering commitment to ensure that teaching continues despite this current health crisis. You have done a wonderful job as good shepherds to our students, even at the expense of your personal well-being. My heartfelt gratitude is also conveyed to my co-administrators for your stewardship. We were able to traverse the very rough waters because of your foresight and active participation in resolving the problems we encountered along the way. Above all, let us thank the Lord for keeping us safe and well, and for the lessons He teaches us during the pandemic. Though we have gradually embraced and attuned our practices to the new setup, we should not rest on our laurels. We do not just settle for what is good or better, but we must strive for the best. It is necessary for us to reach greater heights, to be of greater value to humanity. It is the very reason for having this two-day activity, the Festival of Learning. This event allows us to pause from our teaching routine, to reflect on our teaching practices, and to get inspiration and ideas from our resource speakers. Today, they will talk about what makes the best teaching learning experiences, what it takes to make a learner-centered environment. How do we teach in a learner-centered classroom? How do we use new technology to make online learning more interesting? And how do we use data about teaching learning experiences in research? The entire LSU community is proud to announce that this first conference, facilitated by our faculty and administrators, is accredited by the Philippine Regulation Commission. This professional development is granted 10 points for the continuing professional development requirements of PRC. Thus, I would like to ask for your commitment to participate actively in the activities planned for the next 2 days. Moving forward in the next 2 to 3 years, together and by association, let us all be goal and process oriented. As reflected in the figure, we have 3 big goals to focus on. These are re-engineering the students' learning experiences, participating in circles of quality management, or our participation in the external accreditations and linkages with industry partners, and demonstrating impact on partner communities and industries through research and sustainable community projects. These goals are also anchored on our trifocal functions as a university, which are teaching, research, and extension. Our Festival of Learning is geared toward achieving Goal 1, re-engineering the learners' learning experiences as we transition from online instruction, the one that we are currently doing, to blended learning. Furthermore, it has also an indirect impact on the realization of goals 2 and 3. Additionally, prevailing wisdom claims that the best way to achieve what we want in life, whether professional or personal, is to set specific, actionable goals. However, setting goals alone will not suffice. We also need to pay attention to how we plan to get there. That is, what do we do every day and how do we improve on it? Today and tomorrow's activities are parts of the process that we need to undertake. Moving forward, let us also be more resilient, though we have proven that in the past, to overcome the unexpected. We do not know what the future may bring after the pandemic. We must be open to possibilities. We need to continue learning and upskilling ourselves, especially in integrating technology in the classroom. This is crucial in attaining digital fluency, an essential skill for us to thrive in this digital environment. The knowledge and skills we will learn in this training will help us become resilient in facing the challenges in our teaching. Moving forward also, let us be responsive and relevant to the needs of the time. It is not enough to be able to thrive in the face of adversity. As a university, we must modernize our instructional delivery to meet the needs and interests of our students, as well as the expectations of the local and global markets. It is our collective or shared responsibility as members of the LSU community to promote excellence and transformational education to be relevant. As our tagline says, LSU reshapes the future of the students entrusted to its care. The insights we will acquire from this event will assist us in designing activities that will make our teaching relevant and responsive to the lives of the students and the community in which they live. In conclusion, we must move forward together with dedication and passion and look beyond 2022. Let us continue to believe that great things are possible when we accept changes and work together harder and smarter. In moving to greater heights as an institution, we need to be goal and process oriented, resilient, responsive, and relevant to those we serve. Finally, I would like to express my deepest gratitude to all of you who made this festival of learning a success. To our dear teachers and administrators in attendance for your positive response to this invitation. To all our resource speakers for your generosity in sharing your time and expertise in this training workshop. To the educational and digital media team composed of Mr. Ted Najantakan, Brother Genuel Indaya FSC, and Miss Alex Benitez in partnership with the Ideal Office under the directorship of Mr. Jezreel Faith. And may we have a meaningful and fruitful interaction in this two-day webinar. God bless us all.